What's up, everybody? This is Sellavin. Now let's give another review on Boruto Naruto Next Generation, episode 12. I know I'm way behind, but I'm trying to do things, in my own time, piece by piece. This was a Mitri-centric episode. I say Mitsuki, because it really focused a lot on Mitsuki, on his character, how he came to be, he, what happened, and what's going on. First of all, in the beginning, it looks like Michi's talking to someone again, most likely Orochimaru. He says there's most likely it's the heirloom left behind by the Foundation, the Gensu Tenro, which is the first confirmation that they know what the artifact is. That means they have a clue of what's going on. That means they know a little bit of what's happening, which means if now they have an ID, they know what's going on, which means, but still, they don't know who has it or exactly what's going on. They're just guessing. But they know who it is. Now they see them figuring the mask. It kind of looks like a goat. Dark. This was a very Mitsuki focused episode, following his character, his exploits, what he was doing next, who he was talking to. Well, I really enjoy how they did it because they get to flush out the character more. We even get to see flash of him in a tank. It looks like we're seeing how Mitsuki was born. Well, remember, he's human, but not normal human, I mean, and we know who his only parent is, You know? We get to see that the kids, are on this obstacle course. We get to see Mitsuki, Iwabe, Denki, Boruto, Boruto tries to help Denki, he's helping out, he's working very hard, but he's not physically fit, He's not what you call fit at this kind of thing, which is sad, but he's doing his best, for his friends, they tried to pass the time limit. It looks like Boruto uses shadow codes, but unfortunately they were unable to go to the obstacle course at times, and time gives up, We would get to see like teachers, we get to see Shino, Konohamaru, and Moegi. We haven't seen Moegi in a while, Obviously she's an adult now, she's an adult now, like they're probably the same age as Konohamaru. Also, she's definitely a teacher now, and a shinobi. Hey, wonder where Udon is, And that's just the thing. Hey, but they tell them about the test, and apparently they all failed the test because the whole work, because of the point was teamwork. Kind of reminds me of the bell test, but they were differently. Because right now they're on their own. They're just kind of working. And so right now they're on their own, but they're not full shinobi yet. Because when they become shinobi, they'll become members of a 3-man squad. So with their teacher as the helm. With their leader at the helm, so they have to practice working together because right now it's practice, but out there in the real world it could be very dangerous. So they have to and they have to accomplish their mission, but and the best possible way of success is to work together, which is the whole point. It means that they all failed the test. However, I don't think not all of them failed the test. I mean, Boruto stood up, to help Iwabe, and Mitsuki also helped too. I think. He went in to help. That means that even though he didn't cross the finish line, I think he passed. I think he understood some of the meaning of the test. So he was able to help out. We get to see Mitsuki how he attracted to Boruto. Sorry, how he's reacted to Boruto. Like he's trying to get to know him, trying to understand what he is and how he understands this. But seeing how he reacts, if he wants to know about Boruto, he wants to know why everybody gravitates towards him, We get to see him react with all other people. We would get to see the teachers, how they think of the new students, what do they like, For example, Moegi, she thinks that, Iwabe and Boruto are promising, but Koharu brags on, about him being the pride of the 7th Hokage. Remember, Remember, Konohamaru thinks of Naruto as big brother, and he's in charge of Boruto. Basically, any trouble he gets into, he's in charge of him. Kind of like how Iruka was for Naruto all those years ago. He's the Iruka of the series. We haven't seen Iruka in a long time since like the last episode, a couple episodes back. He's now principal of the school, which is good. He's seeing this, like they're already making their rounds. They're getting ready, to graduate very soon. So seeing the teachers react who's going to be in charge next. I want to see Lee, Akiba, and some of the others to see what they like, seeing them lead their squads, which is pretty intense. I really like how they did that, Get to see Mitsuki how he tries to react to other people, tries to act. Why do they gravitate to Naruto? Why do people gravitate? He asks, Iwabe, and Kyo's no answer. Then he probably asks Inojin, and Inojin, gives him a straight up answer because he's an idiot. The thing is, as an idiot, he doesn't think first, so he just reacts. Whether it's to help out a friend, always get into a fight. That's what makes everybody want to be near him. Even Shigedai even tells him that who knows that he's such a drag, And that's the thing about Boruto. He's a lot like his father was, very headstrong, impulsive, never thinking first, always react on his feelings. And that's one of the reflections of Naruto that he has, That's the part of him that's Naruto that's sticking out. And also there's his mother's side, I think, because Hinata, she was even though she was very shy a lot, she was also caring, She cared a lot. I think he has that part of it. It just is, there's a part of doesn't think before it acts. That's the trouble with using monkeys. You gotta be careful with them. Boruto, though, is a good kid, but he has a lot to deal with, being the son of Hokage and stuff. He tells him that being the son of Hokage, he doesn't want to be compared to the Hokage, There's a part of him that hates being a Hokage, unlike his father who loves it very much. Because he wants to be acknowledged by the village as the strongest, And we get to see a lot of that. We get to find out more later. Later, we get to see Mitsuki talking to Shura, the class rep, who's in the hospital, The two talk, asking if she's okay, and she responds she's fine, my injuries are healing. We get to find out that Shura, she had parents, but they're both dead, and her father was a shinobi, and so most likely he fought in the last war. But how did he die? We don't know. We even get to see a flashback of her. A woman, looks like she seems to be her mother. It looks like some very dire situation, but it looks like it's the last memory. She's very clinging to her family. Mitsuki even asked her, does she have family? She responds that they're dead. But when she asked Mitsuki about his family, he said, I do, But he says, so, but it's like he's saying sort of. Because we know Orochimaru's his parent, but he has no mother, Which is a thing, which is, given the fact that he's, a test tube baby. But it looks like he's right now on a soul-searching mission, trying to find out his birth. We're going to even hear more conversation between someone and Orochimaru. It looks like Orochimaru has plans for him, Well, what is that plan exactly? We get to see that in Mitsuki, he's very determined to find what he is, to find who he is, trying to find his place in the world, which is good, because I want to see character development. I don't want to see someone drag down a series, I don't want it to be crap before it gets started, especially since the series continuing off with what happened last time, but also not following the manga. Not exactly, We're soon going to get to the manga very soon. They already got up to it in the later episodes. This was very good. I really enjoyed it because this was a fun episode, we get to see Mitsuki. He goes to Boruto's home, They get to spend time, to get to eat dinner together, And seeing how he reacts with him, how his room. We get to see him react with his mother, Hinata, his sister, Himawari, because he's glad that Boruto. Hinata's glad that Boruto has friends. He rarely brings friends home. It looks like it. He's always been a loner. So, but the fact that he brought friends home, she's asked, thank you for being friends with my son and stuff like that. Just being cutesy and more like a mom, which is pretty cool. But I wish Hinata, I miss kind of like the fierce Hinata, and she can't be fierce, especially when Boruto starts getting in trouble, Seeing them, they're getting ready for dinner. Naruto joins in, he even shows up for once. So this is like, for Naruto, he has someone takes his place, that's Hokage, Shadow Clones. He's finally home, he thinks all dad like seeing his kids, he thanks Mitsuki for being better for his son. He's acting very dad-like, and parents tend to embarrass their kids, That's a sound fact, So he's trying to understand a little bit of who he is and what he is, why. Seeing him react, he's doing his best. Actually, they're sitting down for dinner, they're going to eat. Already helped cook the food. So they're all getting ready to eat, but then suddenly, the an attack happens, and he has no choice but to leave. Boruto's upset because he never really gets to see his father home, but now that he's home, he's just gonna leave off again because of the attacks. Because he can't leave this. As Hokage, his village is to protect the village. But though even though he's with his family, he can't just leave the village to suffer by itself. He worked very hard, to do this. And that's one of the reasons why Boruto hates his father and hates being a Hokage. Alright, so he will. Alright, but the thing is because his father doesn't spend time with him, and his father used to spend time with him before he was Hokage. Now he hates his dad because he doesn't spend enough time with him. Major daddy issues, and it's not all his fault. Being Hokage, is a big responsibility, so he can't just say no. Oh, so it's a big risk. I for once, think this is true. I really like this idea. I like this, But Boruto, he talks with Mitsuki about this. He asks him, "What the heck is being Hokage mean?" Hey, so what is being a Hokage? That he hates the Hokage. And Boruto hates it because it means sacrificing those who are closest to him and those who are near. And so that's why he hates it because he said he's never going to abandon his family, which is a good thing. He's always good, and he's always going to think. Then Mitsuki remembers a flashback in the tank saying that someone saying that he will do what I couldn't. Like do he will he will do what I couldn't before. Which is basically Orochimaru saying he's probably gonna fix my mistakes. Remember, Orochimaru hated the village, and the village that spawned him, that was his home, but now he's not gonna. Now he's gonna have Mitsuki to help protect it now, because they're allies now. But remember, he's still up to sneaky stuff and doing some weird experiments. Remember, he's a body snatcher, snake that takes up other people's bodies for himself because he lost his body. but now that he knows what it all means, he can relate to Naruto a little bit. So now he's gonna tell him what happened, what's going on. He tells him, talks to him, and tells him, and he figures out who the person who's behind the ghost incident is. And it turns out the person behind the ghost incident is Shura, the class rep. The thing is, he doesn't say in the episode at the end, but we get a shot of her room that's not, we get a shot of her room that's totally empty, which means that she's the suspect. That means it makes sense. If she's the suspect, she's responsible. Because it makes sense that all the other attacks, she was not there. All the other attacks that where she was, not seen, she was responsible. But then there's that attack she was at the power plant. And how did she attacked herself and did that? Most likely she did. She staged the attack to make it look like she wasn't the suspect. It's a diversion tactic, which is pretty clever. She made herself to be the victim so she wouldn't be the person who committed the assault. Basically making herself as a victim instead of a criminal, which is pretty clever. I like that promise a lot because it shows misdirection, storytelling. It makes sense by a character like her who's new, it's not seen in the manga or was it in the movie and stuff. I really like this premise, Anyway, that's all I gotta say. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for subscribe. Thank you. This was a good episode. I'm gonna try to put out more episodes as soon as possible. But just be patient and thanks for waiting. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching this song. I gave my latest review on Boruto Naruto Next Generation. This was a good episode. I like it. Bye.